TrackMania Dirt League League 1, the grand final is underway with the 4 best drivers that have prevailed over the last matches and days and weeks of competing in this league. We have Kocho, Clem, Deska and Mad. 3 Frenchies and 1 Polish guy who are battling it out here for the crown of the TrackMania Dirt League winner. But that's not the only thing we're playing for tonight, because we also have a prize pool that consists of 60 euro in total. We have 60 euro for first place, 20 euro for second, and 10 for third. So a little bit of euro cents being given away to the drivers as well. So that is another bonus motivation for the players to compete in here. And we will be starting on Bensor's map. The map name that I still don't know how to pronounce. We're gonna start on this one with Kocho having the best time. 55.15 is his best time in Dedimania. Clem has just driven a .26 in the warm-up, so that guy is hot and spicy by the looks of it. And also Deska and Mad having good times in the top 5 Dedimania. So the best drivers have come together. Bonus points have been given to Kocho, Clem and Deska, as you can see, 10, 6, 3 and 0. Bonus points for their performance in previous matches. And here we go with the first live round. We are starting off the grand final of League 1 in the TrackMania Dirt League, and we are following Clem, who actually gets a really good start. I have seen a little mistake, and that was, I believe, Kocho. Indeed, it was Kocho. And also Mad, so 2 mistakes in the first round already. Of course, these mistakes can easily happen on dirt, but Clem flips! How did he do that? Clem flips out of the underground, and Deska is the only player that survives without having made a mistake. What happened? That was a really anticlimactic beginning into the grand final. So Deska taking it very easy right here. He is gonna launch himself into the safe finish. Oh my days, 200ths of a second. Kocho almost sniped Deska at the end, because Deska actually, cleverly enough, went for the safe finish, but it almost backfired. However, he still gets the 10 points and will move up to 13 points in total. Kocho remains on 16 on first, Clem with 9 and Mad with 4. So this round was definitely all over the place, and I don't think it's really gonna represent the level of this matchup today. Alright, next round right here, we have Mad right now with the weakest start, finding himself 0.2 behind the leaders, who are Deska and Kocho right now. So 3 Fox players here as well, and 1 Pulse, which is also interesting. Pulse and Fox always being the teams that have been dominant in the dirt scene since forever, pretty much. And they continue to show that in this match as well. Deska with a really risky line, not sure if you saw that, but he went for a little 2-wheel speed boost on the right side, and he goes for another flip after that. A flip by Deska, jumping too far left, and Kocho most likely gonna take it here with this round. There he goes, 55.29. That is a mad time as well. Mad on second, Clem on third, and Deska with a DNF already. Not the greatest start into this match for Deska. And Kocho will greatly appreciate this opportunity that he is being given. He is up to 26 points. He has exactly double the amount of points from Deska and Clem, who are both sitting there with 13 points. Mad with 10 going into the next round. Oh, Clem got a bug on the inside. Very unlucky for Clem. That block is unfortunately quite buggy. Sometimes if you go too much on the inside, he gets a slowdown. And that's exactly what happened. Also, Deska has made a little blunder. Deska with a little mistake. Also, back in the pack now. So the fight for position number 1 right now between Mad and Kocho. However, the gap is pretty big. Kocho 0.26 ahead right now. Nobody doing the Deska signature flip here. Kocho very close to the wall at the exit of the uphill. That is most likely going to be another good time. Safe end for Kocho. Keeps a lot of speed though. And he's gonna clock in a 55-47, Mad with a 68. And then we have Clem and Deska, who both made mistakes. Deska only with a 59-90. Maybe he is on tilt right now. Maybe Deska with a small trace of tilt at this point, because he has already underperformed in the consolidation final, and now he's already kind of showing his weaknesses. So Deska definitely gotta keep an eye on him. But right now he's still in a comfortable situation. Going into the next round here, no one getting the bug this time. It wasn't the first time I've seen it today though, so it is a quite rare bug, but it does happen, and when it happens it kills you completely. So yeah, that's a risk that you just have to take in this game. Nothing is completely predictable, so yeah, you never know what happens. Oh, Deska again with a mistake. So yeah, my conclusion is really proving itself. Because he did another mistake. He actually tried to go for that two-wheel speed boost, just like Kocho. Kocho did it, Deska didn't. So this round looks to be set in stone. But we have Matt actually with a lot of speed trying to go for the overtake on Clem. And he snipes him right at the end. Kocho, however, with a great time. Not even 0.2 behind the world record. Matt with a 62, sniping Clem at the end with more speed out of the downhill corner. Gets a better no jump going from dirt onto road. So Mad will secure himself some valuable points and goes up to second place in total with 22 points. Kocho outrunning everyone right now. He's already at 46 points. No one is looking to stop him right now. Very good performance so far. Goes very wide, very alternative line by Kocho. Good that he did not hit the wall. Speaking about hitting walls, it is Mad that actually went fully into the left side. So he is down there with a 1.2 second deficit. Deska in the lead, being chased by Clem as we speak. Deska, he did the same mistake again. This guy is completely unfocused. Deska even falling out of the track. Oh, curva. That is just not good right now. Kocho, of course, taking this opportunity once again. He is on first place and he has a lot of speed. Definitely gonna make the last jump right here. And he makes it with a 52-37. Clem with a 69, Matt with an 81. And Deska might get the second DNF of this match. Ay, 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 ay. That is very unfortunate for our Polish soldier right here. Poland is going down. Deska only with 19 points, Mad with 26. Then we have a very close fight here for second place. Clem only 1 point ahead of Mad. And then Kocho is in another league. He's playing in TrackMania Dirt League 0 right now. He is already up to 56 points going into map number 2, which is Riverside by Max. Taking a look at the daddies maybe, while we're waiting for the warm-up to end. We have Kocho, who has the fastest time out of them all, with a 56.97. Clem just behind with a 0.03. Matt has a 0.08 and Deska has a 0.12. So once again, they're very close to each other in terms of times. But yeah, you never know what's happening in the live rounds. Especially when things like tilt are all of a sudden kicking in and have a very negative impact on your performance. When that happens, then yeah, it's not looking good. But map 2 might refresh Deska, might give him another chance to make up his mind and perhaps go for some better results on this track. So let's see how that will go. But yeah, we're not even halfway through. The point system, of course, still, as always, in this competition. Point limit is 120, and we will play with finalist mode, so that will remain also in the grand final. Nothing has changed in that regard. Here we go with map number 2. Ooh, Kocho lagging a little bit. I hope that is not going to end in the same thing that Krim had in the League 1 Grand Final, where he lagged out of the complete server. But it looks like he's stabilized. And he is leading the field right now. This sector is very annoying with the gears. Kocho getting cucked by them a little bit, but also Mad going very, very tight, oversteering and touching the bump. So, yeah, not the greatest line by Mad. And we see more lag by Kocho. This is a little frightening because this is definitely not healthy. Deska and Clem also up front. We see Kocho now maybe stabilized again. So this round is actually very close. We barely saw any mistakes right here. Now the uphill. Mad really risking it for the biscuit right here. Goes for a little bit of a wider approach. Kocho hits the finish block. Will get passed by Mad. The difference between second and fourth was only 0.02 of a second. That was close. Kocho has lost his second place by touching the finish line on the left side. And he can be lucky that he still got into the finish line in first place. Because in such situations, it is very likely that you just get bounced off away. That you deflect from the finish block and fly out into the bush. So lucky for Kocho that it didn't happen. And we are going into the next round. Deska with a lot of speed holds the upper gear here, but loses it again in the corner after that. And also struggles to hit this line properly. Mad in first place. We haven't seen Mad clocking in a lot of 10-pointers, so this might be a good opportunity for him to make something happen. Triple wallbang. Mad, Kocho, and Clem all go for a wallbang. Deska opts to not go for the wallbang, which I personally probably would have done as well, because I despise wallbangs. But this is not about me. This is about the racers. And this round seems to be pretty decided already. The fight between Deska and Clem for third place at the end right here. And Mad with a sick time. 56.97 by Mad. The only driver under 57 seconds. That is proper. Kocho with a 0.21. No chance whatsoever. But he is still in a comfortable lead in total. He's 24 points behind ahead. So Kocho definitely keeping up the pace in this match. Deska struggling once again. Deska really not feeling this match, making a lot of mistakes, making even 2 DNFs. So this is not the performance that we're usually used to Deska. But then again, it is hard after you maybe had one match. It is really hard to recover from it, to reset your mind and just be like, pretend that nothing happened and to just refocus. And yeah, it's really difficult. It is a really, really difficult psychological status that Deska is being in right now. So yeah, let's see how it will happen or how it will develop throughout the match. But we have to look out at the fight for first place right here. Matt getting a really, really decent part right here. Going up to first place. Clem and Kocho following up right behind. Matt touches the wall on the right side. He will drop down to last place probably. Clem versus Kocho at the end. And Clem will take first place by 1,000th of a second. And Matt with the next DNF of this match. That was very unfortunate. Could have been avoidable for sure. So after Matt's good performance, he's now losing his second place in total even. He now got passed by Clem by 1 point. Speaking of Clem, he actually made a mistake. And finds himself 0.4 behind the rest of the pack. Kocho versus Deska for first. Kocho still lagging a little bit. I don't know what's up with that. But he hasn't eaten... oh god. Oh yeah, this is terrible. Let's maybe not spec him. But he hasn't eaten any red times yet. So that's at least something. Going for the wallbang. Mad gets a really, really good wallbang actually. Boosts himself up to first place. And then we have Deska on second. Kocho teleporting himself throughout the whole track. He is in a fight with Clem as far as we can see. However, Clem not with the greatest exit out of the dirt. The last corner will decide it once again. Deska releasing it a little bit too much. Matt might have more speed. It will come down to the end. And again, who's going to take it? It will be Mad that gets it by 0.005 of a second. He hit the finish line a few centimeters more right. And that was enough to make that difference. Mad with a 10-pointer again after the DNF. Really, really coming back into this match. And that's what we want to see. Mad up to second place again with 52 points. What a race right here. Unbelievable. So Mad definitely kind of a hit or miss. Either he DNFs or he gets first. But, yeah, still doing good right here. And he is in a fight with Mr. Lag, with Mr. Kocho right now. Clem is on third, and I think Kocho just went into... No, he didn't. Okay, never mind. It looked like he went into the wall, but he didn't. Deska hits the wall, trying to set himself up for the non-wallbang line. Did not work out for him. So he's gonna be out of this one. Kocho, oh, that was a wall clip. Maybe he also got the bug on the inside of that block. So it will be the 1v1 between Mad and Clem once again. Mad will not get the upper hand here. Clem actually with very, very good exit speed out of the uphill. Almost perfect. So he's going to clock in a 57.034 and Mad only 900s behind. That was a great, great race once again. And a good opportunity for Mad to close in a little bit closer to Kocho, even though the point difference is just 2 points. But 2 points are 2 points, which all add up to the end. Kocho up to 80 points now. He's halfway through. Point limit is still 120. Mad with 58, Clem with 56. Those two are fighting for the silver medal. And then there's Deska, who is unfortunately still slacking with his performance. Map 2 was a little better, but yeah. Still not the greatest performance, so Deska sitting there with 46 points, but maybe he can make something happen on his own map. This is Smoothie, Deska's own map, which will be played in this match. Maybe this will give him the chance, or the motivation boost, or the confidence to make something happen again. Because that's certainly what he needs. Deska needs that dopamine again. He needs that, you know, he needs the good vibes. Otherwise, he's just gonna be there in his salt mine, in his tilt, and not get out of there again. Kocho, Mr. 500 ping. Right now, actually, with the fastest time, 1:00.61. Deska on second, Clem on fourth, and Matt on sixth. So all participants of the grand final here are rocking personal bests under 1:01. Which is crunchy. So here we go with the next map. Kocho could theoretically get finalist if he wins all rounds. But that is for sure not going to be an easy task. Here we go with the next round. Following Deska. Gotta keep an eye out on him. Great start for Matt, actually. He's really fueled with energy right now. You can clearly see he's been stepping it up after a couple of those first places. So those first places definitely fueled him. And we see that Matt's alternative line in the banking actually did pay off. He still remains on first place. He's being followed by Kocho, Clem, and Deska. All of them are really, really close to each other. Deska opting for a low jump. Gets it pretty well. Matt not with the greatest speed. The gear will be important after this freewheel section. All of the 3 drivers will actually stay in the upper gear. And it will all come down to the ending. Kocho gets it very, very well. Kocho, Deska, or Mad. It will come down to the last turn now. Who's going to get the most speed out of it? Kocho jumping very far left, almost hitting the wall. Mad going for the inside line, but Deska with more speed as well. What's happening? 918, 921, and 922. 4 thousandths of a second between the first 3 players. Mad on first, Deska on second, and Kocho on third. Clem getting last with a 101.13. Holy shit. This is top level dirt driving right here on your screens. Unbelievable. And we're off to the next one. Kocho and Mad escaping from Clem and Deska as of now. And again, a few different lines here on the banking. Kocho in the lead, Mad on second place, Deska on third, and Clem on fourth. Very, very close. Mad with a little bit of a speed loss on the off-road section. Kocho almost hitting the wall with his left back tire before the jump. Lost him a little bit of speed, but was able to recover. Mad will lose his gear there. That will probably cost him all of his speed. This is very, very close here at the front. Clem versus Mad here for third. Deska and Clem both making mistakes on the inside and on the outside respectively. Kocho on first and Mad on second place. these positions looking to be set in stone, but Kocho gets the slowdown, and Mad will say bonjour, merci beaucoup. He gets the 10-pointer with a 101.26. Kocho getting friend-zoned by the slowdown at the end. Oh, that is unlucky to say the least. And Mad is so lucky, now only 12 points behind Kocho. That big used to be double the size, and now he's creeping in so much closer. Unbelievable dirt performance right here. However, Kocho has already made a mistake. He's 0.48 behind. And he looks to be out of this race. So we have to have a look here at Clem, Deska, and Mad. Very similar outcome lines here by Deska and Clem. Getting the exact same speed out of this. But here comes Mad. He wants to have a saying again. Mad has been sniping 2 rounds, and maybe he wants to do that again. But right now, Deska is definitely on a good time. He is more than 2/10 ahead of second place. So Deska looking to clock in another sub 101 here. Clem going very wide. Not the greatest line for him. Oh, Mad with a wall touch in the uphill. That was an unnecessary mistake. He had the second place pretty much safe. So that was an unnecessary mistake. But Deska will take it right here with a 101.068. This round was a little bit more spread out. Kocho barely able to reach the finish line. That must have been another follow-up mistake after the first one. So, yeah. Kocho remains in the lead with 93 points. Mad with 82. Clem and Deska now very close to each other with 68 and 66 points. This is not decided yet, ladies and gentlemen. Going into the next round here. Kocho, that was a terrible start by Kocho. Very bad speed management through the chicane part. So Kocho losing out on almost 2/10 of a second. But he can maybe still come back from this if he performs the end well. So let's just keep following Kocho. He's going to give us a good overview. Clem going very wide here. But makes up for that wide line and maintains a low speed. So Clem still remaining on 3rd place. Kocho almost hitting the wall on the right side. Mad will have the lower gear, and Mad yeets himself out of the track right here. Actually has to go for the bonus route, for the respawn backup route. Deska in the lead. Kocho on 2nd. Clem actually might have a little bit more speed, but no, Kocho will remain himself on 2nd place. Deska with a good time. Maybe he's actually gonna, you know, come closer to the rest of the drivers again in the total scoreboard. 101.09 by Deska. This is what he needs. Next round should be the final one on this one, if I recall correctly. Or maybe another one, I'm not quite sure. But yeah, we're going into the next one here as we speak. With Matt getting an absolute banger of a start. More than a 10th already in the front. Into the first 20 seconds of the track. And here we see his alternative line. He goes for a wider approach. He approaches more on the right, which will give him a flatter angle through the banking. Which means that he doesn't need to steer a lot to actually get around the corner. And steering less means that you maintain more speed. So Mad with the 300 IQ lines, and he keeps himself on the 1st place. However, not the greatest approach right there. Really, really bad setup for those turns. And there he goes. Ay. Clem clips the wall on the inside. So we have the 2 drivers remaining here in the lead. Kocho versus Deska. Deska gets a very, very good line. Don't think he's going to lose it here unless he gets a slowdown, but he doesn't. So Deska will take another 1st place, and both drivers under 101. 100.89 and 100.93 by Deska and Kocho respectively. Those are some really, really good times. High quality gameplay right here. And we are coming closer to the end of this match. Kocho with 105 still has a very comfortable lead over Mad and Deska. 89 points for Mad, 86 for Deska, and 75 for Clem. So Kocho definitely has a very good chance at winning this thing now. And 2nd place can potentially be taken by anyone. Mad, Deska, and Clem all have the chances because the point difference between 2nd and 4th is only 14 points. 14 points can easily be caught up, maybe just one DNF, and everything will be turned around again. So, yeah, this is gonna bode well for an exciting last half of this matchup in this grand final. Keep in mind we're playing for a bunch of Euro cents. 30 euro for first place in this match, in this league. 20 for second and 10 for third. So, every player but one will walk home, or rather stay home, with more money. Alright, GL HF being written in the chat as per usual. We're all a nice and competitive community. So yeah, here we go into this map. We're back on Bensword's map. And we have the first mistake by the leader of this match, Kocho, touching the outside of the uphill corner. So that's going to be a 0.6 time loss for him. Clem and Deska fighting it out for the first places. Where's Mad? Mad in his fancy car skin on third place right now. And it is very close between the two leaders, actually. So let's have a look at Clem again. Clem is trying to make something happen here. Creeping in closer to Deska, but Deska getting a really, really good uphill. The downhill, of course, will be decisive also in regards to making the jump into the finish line. Clem might actually not make it. Oh, he barely makes it, but Matt snipes it again! Matt snipes it again, and he gets a 55.555. And he snipes it again! This guy! How many snipes did he do in this matchup? Unbelievable. Mad, the sniper of this match. Coach up to 108. Deska now up to second place. Remember, he was last. And now he's second with 96 points. Clem, in the meantime, already finding himself a little bit behind. Kocho lagging. Hope that's not gonna be bad. Oh, but he just crashed, so I guess we don't have to bother about that anymore. But, yeah, big mistake by Kocho, and he does feel the pressure. Keep in mind, Kocho was in the lead by almost 30 points. And now, the lead has melted down to 12 points between him and Deska. And Deska is looking to make that gap a little smaller again. Deska creeping in closer to Matt, but he makes a mistake in the upper corner, gets passed by Clem. This is not the greatest outcome for Deska, but he's still gonna gain. But Clem makes a mistake in return. Back and forth. Clem with the fair play move. He's like, oh, Deska, you made a mistake? Ah, you can have that position back. Don't worry, man. Don't worry, man. I got your back. Have the points. You need them. Team play, ladies and gentlemen. Kocho, 111. Mad, 105. Deska, 102. And Clem with 83. All of a sudden, the top 3 is within 9 points. Kocho has been throwing away so many points. And Deska has been on a roll. So, I think at this point everyone can maybe make it. Every single one of these drivers could potentially take it home at this point. Everyone has the chance to make it happen. And even though Clem, even though he is at 83 points, he's right now in the lead. And if he keeps getting those 10 pointers, he's gonna be up in no time. So let's have a look at the ending now. We have all of the 4 drivers having made no mistakes. We're having a look at Deska as of now. All of them really going for really risky lines in that uphill corner. The downhill gonna be really decisive once again. Who's gonna get the best speed out of this one? We're gonna take a look here at the scoreboard once again. It will be Mad that snipes Kocho again. Clem with a 55.35.8. Mad with a 36.8. Kocho with a 40. And Deska with a 59. Deska gets last with a 55.59. That round was clutch. Amazing. 115 for Kocho. He needs to take first or second to get finals mode. Mad needs to take first. Deska can't. And Clem can't either. Mad clips the checkpoint, and he will actually fall into the pit of dirt. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to reach the finish line. Kocho has made a mistake as well. Kocho really feeling the pressure right here. He knows that his opponents are coming closer, and the fact that he's being put under pressure really doesn't work out for him. Kocho apparently not able to deal with pressure whatsoever. So Kocho might actually lose his lead at some point if he continues like this. Deska on first and Clem on second. This is going to be an easy clapper for them. Easy points for the Fox drivers right here. Deska getting good speed out of this exit, and he will clock in a 55.535. Clem with a 635, and then there's Kocho on third place, getting 4 points. And Mad barely able to reach the finish line, only gets 3 points. And in the heat of events right now, a bad position is just really bad. 119, 115, 114, what is happening? Oh, and a big mistake by Mad already. Mad 0.5 behind. Will we see 3 finalists? It could very well happen. It could very well happen. But Mad needs to get some points here. Mad needs to get second, at least. Mad fighting it out with Kocho right now. In the lead, we have the fight between Clem and Deska. Clem going maybe a little bit too tight. Deska going wider, gets more exit speed. Deska up to first. We have 2 decisive corners left. We have the uphill and the downhill after that. The positions right here looking as follows. Deska on first, Clem on second, Mad on third, Kocho on fourth. Now the ending. Who's gonna risk it? But I think the positions will be set in stone. Deska with another 55.52. Clem on second, Mad on third, Kocho on last. And Kocho will be finalist. Deska will be finalist. Mad will not be finalist. He's at 118. Double finalist right here. And we're switching the maps. A map change in this heat of events. This is gonna potentially turn the whole thing around. Mad needs to take first to deny Kocho and Deska, and then he would be a finalist as well. And then we have Clem as well, who could also get finalist. So if we just let Clem win all of the rounds now, we have 4 finalists. Mathematically, it's possible. Theoretically, it's possible. But you never know what's gonna happen at the end on the actual racetrack. So we're back on Riverside, on the track by Max, where we have seen this wallbang strat being used in the downhill. But yeah, this is gonna be impossible to tell. Impossible to tell. The pressure is gonna be incredibly high for all of the drivers. So that's gonna be a big factor that comes into play now. Who is gonna stay focused and manage not to make mistakes? GLHF, here we go with the first finalist attempts of Kocho and Deska. The Polish driver and the French driver having their first chance at taking this league home in this round. Clem with a mistake and Kocho bunny hopping. But Kocho stabilizes very well and keeps himself on the track. Clem, the guy with 105 points, most likely not going to have a saying right here. The only guy that can deny Kocho or Deska is Mad. And Mad is still very well in. So let's have a look at him. Very risky line by Mad. Almost flying off right there. But he's on second place right now, right behind Deska. Now we have the wall bangs by Kocho and Mad. Mad getting it really well, but Deska, who did not go for a wall bang, goes for a lot of exit speed. But Deska touches the wall on the uphill, drops down to third place. And Mad might actually go for the first deny of this match. Mad is 0.2 ahead of Kocho, 0.3 ahead of Kocho. Mad can take it easy at the end, and he will do so. Mad with denial number 1 clocks in a 57.18. Denies 2 people with this. This guy wanna know it. And Mad is finalist as well now. 3 finalists, and Clem is at 108. This is absolutely incredible. So let's take a look here at this round. We have Clem, who already got not that great of a start. He has stumbled a little bit over the first couple of transitions, finding himself 0.28 hundredths of a second behind the leader right now. Deska on third. Matt really risking it for the biscuit in that downhill. Matt is hot, and he knows that. Right now, he's fighting with Kocho. Kocho getting the inside line on the off-road section. Deska gets the bump. Deska gets sent straight into the wall. Deska's out. Kocho in the lead, and Matt is on second place. Kocho is 1600s ahead. The wallbang will be decisive now. Matt might have a little bit of a better line here, but he's not able to capitalize on that. Kocho with a great uphill still manages to keep that lead, but he loses a little bit of that lead. Matt now going for the overtake, and Kocho touches the wall. Matt on first place, and there's no one else in sight. Matt might actually win this thing right here. Matt jumping towards victory, and Matt wins TrackMania Dirt League number 1. GG with a 57.10. This guy with the craziest comeback ever. Mad wins this whole thing. Kocho has completely crumbled in the second half. Has gotten not that great of a setup for that turn combination. And then he just went straight into the pole, and that was it. And now he's really feeling down after having led the entire match, even by a margin of like 30 points almost. Kocho is now, feeling not that great, I can imagine. But he still wants to take home at least second place. He's in a fight with Deska. Deska, of course, also gonna be upset about that bump that he had entering that dirt section. So, that is also gonna hurt. And these two are fighting it out right now. Kocho is out of it. Deska versus Clem. Clem could deny Deska. Deska touches, and Clem will most likely deny them again. Clem will actually go up to finalist mode as well if he finishes this one on first place. And he does so. 57-15, and all players are finalists now. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Kocho, Deska got denied twice. Or 2 times? 3 times? I don't know. Oh my god. Clem could make it happen now. All 3 are finalists now. Oh, Clem touches the wall. He's out already. Clem with an early mistake in the uphill corner. Clem will already be out of this race. So we have the 1v1 situation between Kocho and Deska. These two are the only drivers remaining. It will come down to the second half of the track now. Kocho going very wide, almost hitting the wall on the outside. But he maintains his speed and keeps himself on position number 1. Kocho going for the wallbang. Deska does not, as per usual. Deska getting quite a weird bump, but he stays on second place. Looking pretty good for Kocho here. If he doesn't mess up the ending, then Kocho got it in the backpack. Now setting up for the uphill. Kocho made a mistake, I think. And Deska made a mistake as well. No, Kocho made it. 57-14. Kocho gets second. Kocho gets second after all with a 57-14. Great round right there to end it off with. But a second place is for sure not what he expected after that match. But he gets second. So we have Clem versus Deska now for third place for €10. Deska with a super safe line. He kept no speed out of that corner whatsoever. The gap is already more than 0.2 of a second. Clem now on first place. And he can almost take it easy because now it is Deska's turn to push it again and come closer to him. The gap remains around the same, going around the left-hand corner. Now we have the downhill. Clem gets the wallbang, however not that well. Deska actually creeping in closer. He's now only 0.13 behind. Maybe Deska's gonna make something at the end. But Deska bounces way too much. Going into the left-hander there. So this looks like it's decided. Deska touches the wall. Clem makes the jump into the finish with a 57-36. Clem gets third and Deska gets fourth. GG.